Hello everyone, today we'll be going through Cambridge IGCSE International Mathematics 060743 October November 2021. This is paper 4 extended. Let us move to the question number 1, and before moving to the question number 1, graphic display calculator wherever appropriate you can use, and this is the formula sheet. Question number 1 says the table shows the marks scored by 150 students in an exam. Marks are provided and number of students are also detail is provided. A part, write on the mode. Mode mean most occurring or most repeating, and most repeating, if you see this one, 5 is most repeating, so our answer will be 5 for only 1 mark. So then write down the range. Range is maximum minus minimum, and the maximum is 10 and minimum is 0, so range will be 10. This will be also for 1 mark. Find the median. Median is the middle value, and middle value will be which one? Middle value will be 50th percentile. So 50th percentile, we can write 50 over 100 of this 180 students. So 180, this will be zeros will be cancelled, and 18 into 5 will be what? 18 into 5 will be equal to 90. So 90th value we will check where it is lying, and if we check 90th value, if we add these all, 90th value will be in this one, so we will write answer as 6. Next is find the interquartile range, and interquartile range is upper quartile minus lower quartile. So we can write upper quartile minus lower quartile. This will be our interquartile range, and lower quartile is 25th percentile. 25th percentile of 180, this will be lower quartile. And upper quartile, how we are finding? 75th percentile of 180, and this will be equal to our upper quartile. So if we check upper quartile will be 8, you will have to calculate this one and go to the respective entry, respective term, then you will find this one. So 8 minus 5, and this will be 3, and this is 2 marks question which we are done. Now the next part is calculate the mean. For calculation of mean, we will be multiplying these marks with the frequency. So I will multiply and write here 0 into 3 will be 0, then 1 into 7 will be 7, and 16 into 2 will be 32, 3 into 11 will be 33, 4 into 7 will be 28, and 5 into 32 we can multiply by the calculator, it will be 160. Then 6 into 20 will be 120, and 26 into 7 will be 182, and 28 multiplied by 8 will be equal to 224. Similarly, 19 multiplied by 9 will be equal to 171, and 11 multiplied by 10 will be 110. Now after that we will be adding all these numbers which we got, and then divide it by the frequency, which is 180. So these numbers I'm copying, so our mean will be equal to, the formula for mean is, I will write the formula also so that you can, sigma fx over sigma f. This is the formula for mean which we are applying over here. So this will be 0 plus 7 plus 32 plus 33 plus 28 plus 120 plus, sorry, 160 we missed. 160 plus 120 plus 182 plus 224 plus 171 plus 110. And now we can divide this by sigma f, which is 180, and this will be equal to, we will add the numerator separately because there is a lot of lengthier calculation. Shows 7 plus 32 plus 33 plus 28 plus 160 plus 120 plus 182 plus 224 plus 171 171 plus 110, and this is resulting to 1067. 1067 divided by 180, and this will be divided by 180 is equal to 5.927. 5.927, which we can round to 5.93 up to 3 significant figures. So 5.93 is our answer for 2 marks. Hopefully you understood this. Now the next part, they are saying a different group of 140 students take the same exam. The marks of two groups are combined and mean marks of 320 students is 6.5. Find the mean mark of the 140 students. So we can we know that 180 students are having mean of 5.93, so we'll multiply by 5.93, and plus 140 students are having mean which we don't know, so we'll write x for that one, and divided by the total students are 180 plus 140. So this will be our equation, and this is equal to 6.5, which they have given. So 180 plus 140, so it should be total sum is provided 320, so directly I'm writing 320. Now we can cross multiply, and if we want to make x as subject, so 140x will be equal to 320 multiplied by 6.5, and then we will subtract basically minus 180 into 5.93. I have shifted to the other side. Now we can shift 140 also to other side, so it will be 320 into 6.5 minus 180 into 5.93 and whole divided by 140, and we can calculate this value. This will be in brackets 320 multiplied by 6.5 minus, it should be minus here, and minus this will be 180 into 5.93 bracket close, and divided by 140, and this is giving us answer 7.2328. So 7.23. So mean of those 140 students is 7.23. This is the mean for 2 marks, which we are done with. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number 2. Question number 2 says you may use this grid to help you answer this question. Transformation P is a rotation of 180 degree about the origin. So this is transformation P. They have given definition of the transformation P. And transformation Q is what? Transformation Q is a reflection in the line y is equal to x. And part A, find the coordinates of the image of 0.52 after transformation P. So we have to apply transformation P on this point. First we will figure out where is the point. So 5 and 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 will be 1 and 2. So we reach to the point this one, and this is point with the coordinates 5 and 2. After reaching over here, we'll be applying transformation P, and transformation P is what? 180-degree rotation. So 180-degree rotation we can apply, and the rotation will be, oh, we will be showing the rotation. That will be over here. We can draw the line, and this will be the rotation 90-degree, and this will be the point. So 1 2 3 4 5 and -2. The coordinates will be -5 and -2. This will be the answer for this one. Now we can provide the coordinates -5 and -2. This will be the rotation 180-degree about the origin. Now the second part, B part, says find the coordinates of the image of the 5 2 under transformation Q, and Q, you know, is reflection line y is equal to x. So first of all we need to draw line y is equal to x. So y is equal to x. One point we can take origin, and the second point we can take like we can take from here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 units this side, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 units this side. So we can take this point and we will be drawing this one. The line y is equal to x is basically this line which we have drawn. Hopefully you understood this, and this one we can write y is equal to x. This is our line. Now reflection, we can check the distance from this line y is equal to x, and this is 1.5 unit and 1.5 unit on this side. We will reach to this point, and this is basically the reflection, and the point coordinates of this point are what? 2 and 1 2 3 4 5. So 2 and 5 are the coordinates of this point. So now we can write answer for this one as 2 and 5. Hopefully you understood. These are 1 mark question each. C part, find the coordinates of the image of the point xy under transformation P followed by transformation Q. Now keep in mind, when we are applying this transformation P, 5 2 is switching to -5 and -2. It means P is changing sign. So if we will be applying on xy, if we apply transformation P, this will be switched. So if I write here P, this signs will be switched, and it will be -x -y. Now when we are applying Q on this, it is changing location. We are applying Q on 5 2, not -5 -2. So when we are applying Q transformation on 5 2, it is switching their place. Signs are kept same, switching their place. Now when we will apply Q on this, it will switch their place. So -y and -x, this will be our answer. Hopefully you understood this concept. Basically we will be applying first P and then Q, and by P we have seen in this A part that only signs are changed, whereas when we apply Q, location is changed. Y coordinate is swapping with X coordinate. So this will be our final answer for 2 marks. And then they are saying in D part, describe fully single transformation that is equivalent to transformation Q followed by transformation P. So this will be a single transformation that is equivalent to transformation Q followed by transformation P. This will be reflection. If you check from the drawing, it will be reflection in the line y is equal to minus x. This is 2-mark question. From the drawing itself you can figure out this. Hopefully it is fine. Now question number 3. Question number 3 says Anna flies by plane from Manchester to Goa, India. The plane flies a distance of this much. The flight takes 8.5 hours. Calculate the average speed of the plane. And we know speed is equal to distance over time. So this is the formula which we will be using. And distance is provided 7650 kilometers and divided by the time taken, which is 8.5 hours. And this will be equal to, we can calculate 7650 divided by 8.5 is equal to 900, and 900 will be kilometer per hour. This will be 900 kilometer per hour. 1-mark question. Then for the second part, the plane leaves Manchester at 20:45. The local time in Goa is 5 hours 30 minutes ahead of the local time in Manchester. Find the local time in Goa. Now the time of flight is how much? Time of flight is basically 8 hours, 8 hours, and we can write like first 8.5 hours. It means what? It means we can check by the calculator itself. So 8.5 and press equal to, and this is the decimal value. Now press the time button, and this is the time button which I pressed, and it is showing 8 hours and 30 minutes. So we can write 8 hours and 30 minutes. Now this is the time of flight. In this time of flight we will be adding the time which Goa is ahead, which is 5 hours and 30 minutes. We will be adding this time, so total time difference will be, we can add with the calculator also. So 8 hours 30 minutes plus 5 hours and 30 minutes, and it is giving us 14. And press time button, so it is 14 hours. So 14 hours is the time which we need to add. Starting time is 20:45. So from 20:45 it is taking 14 hours, and then we will be reaching to the time. So 14 hours plus 20 hours and 45 minutes, and this will give us time button. It will be 34 hours and 45 minutes. 34 hours and 45 minutes, but we need to subtract 24 hours because after 24 hours it will be again starting from 0. So minus 24 hours, it will give us this value, which time is 10:45. So 10:45 we can write over here, which is for 2 marks. We have used calculator for time questions, but we have given the complete working, and examiner will not be having any objection for this one. So be careful, use calculator properly. Wherever you are using calculator, you have to provide the complete working. B part, the exchange rate in one is 1 pound to 90 Indian rupees. Part 1, cost of the flight is this much. Calculate the cost of flight in Indian rupees. So we have to shift heavier currency to lighter currency. Heavier to lighter is always multiplication by the conversion ratio. So 299 will be multiplied by 90 to get the amount in rupees, and this will be 299 multiplied by 90 is equal to 26910. 26910. This will be our answer at the proper place, and 1 mark question. Next part, Anna returns to Manchester with 4014 Indian rupees. She changes this money into pounds. Calculate this amount in pounds. So from lighter to heavier, the same thing we will be using conversion and we'll be dividing, and when we divide this we will be getting we have to divide 4014 divided by 90, and this is equal to 44.6. So 44.6. Calculate amount in pounds. So this will be amount in pounds. You can write like 44.6 pounds. This is 1 mark. And next is question number 4, and question number 4 says this one, drawing is provided which is not to scale. The point A and B are shown in the diagram. Find the gradient of AB. Now we can write the coordinates of A. Coordinates of A are 2 and 5, and the coordinates of B are 10 and 1. Now we can find the gradient of the line. Before finding the gradient, we will join the A and B points, and A and B line we can join, and we will get the gradient. The gradient formula we will be applying: y is m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, change in y over change in x. And now we will be applying these 2 points we will be taking. So y2 we can take, like for example, 1 minus 5 over 10 minus 2, and this will be minus 4 over 8, which is equal to minus 1 by 2. So gradient is minus 1 by 2, or we can write minus 0.5. Both answers will be correct. So this is 2-mark question. Now for B part, they are saying find the equation of the line AB. Give your answer in the form of y is equal to mx plus c. Now we have the gradient, and the gradient is what? Gradient is minus 1 by 2, and we have points A and B, so we can use any of the points. I'm using the point A, which is 2 and 5, and these two informations we can use to write the equation. And we know that the equation of line in point slope form is y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. You can use the other equation, which is y is equal to mx plus c. Directly you will have to find c first, and then you can use gradient and c value, and then you can write the equation. But that will be a little lengthier route, so I'm not taking that route. I'm directly taking this route, which is not involving c, and which is basing on the point and the gradient only. So this will be easier for route for you, and there will be lesser chances of doing mistake in this method. So better to use this one. So y minus 5 will be equal to, gradient is minus 1 by 2 into x minus x1, which is 2. Now we can write y is equal to mx plus c format. So y is equal to minus 1 by 2x and plus 1, and minus 5 we can shift to other side, so plus 5. So y is equal to minus 1 by 2x plus 6, and this will be our final equation. Y is equal to minus 1 by 2x plus 6, and this is a 2-mark question which we have done. C part, the point C has coordinates 6 and k, where k is greater than 0. The line CA is perpendicular to line AB, and AC is equal to AB. Find the value of k. Now C point, where is that C point that we can indicate? Basically k value is greater than 0, so 6 and k we can take over here. This will be and perpendicular also, so we can take basically point A. I'm just trying to draw as accurately as possible. So this is like C point with the coordinate 6 and the unknown coordinate which we don't know, which is basically k, and k value we need to find. And Now we know that this line is passing through A, and the gradient is, because this is perpendicular to line AB, so gradient of line AC will be reciprocal and change sign of the gradient, and plus we will be taking the point 2 and 5 and finding the equation of AC. Now we can write equation of AC or CA is the same thing. So we will be taking the gradient. So M of the perpendicular will be equal to reciprocal and change sign of minus 1 by 2 will be 2. So this one gradient of the perpendicular is 2, and the point we can use 2 and 5 to find equation of line CA. So equation of line CA will be equal to the same formula which we used earlier, y minus y1 is equal to m of the perpendicular into x minus x1 we will be using, and y minus y1 we can take this 5 is equal to m, gradient is 2, and x minus x, which is 2, x value this one we have taken 2. So now we can write y is equal to mx plus c format. So y is equal to 2x minus 4 and minus 5 we will shift to other side, so it will be plus 5. So y is equal to 2x plus 1. This will be the equation of CA, and K point is basically C on this line, so it should satisfy the equation y is equal to 2x plus 1. So if we replace at x is equal to 6, if we replace x is equal to 6, we will get y value. So y is equal to 2 into 6 plus 1, which is equal to 12 plus 1, which is 13. So y value will be 13. So it means k is equal to 13. This is 13, and this is 3 mark question. 13 value we got for this k. I'm just going to replace it with 13. So these are coordinates of C. Now we got complete coordinates of C. Now for the D part says the point D is such that ABCD is a square. Find the coordinates of D. Now how we can find the coordinates of D? From the diagram itself we can figure out, and how we can figure out from this drawing. So first of all, what we can do, we can draw a triangle. Perpendicular line will be like this one, and first I will complete the basically what you call square. So say this one is the square. I will keep at a proper location. So like this one. So this is like the roughly sketched square. Now this is point D, and we need to find the coordinates of this D. This is our target. Now what we can do with this triangle which I was drawing, we can complete this triangle, and if we check from this point to this point, what is change in x and change in y? So 2 is changing to 6 for the x coordinate, so our x coordinate is 4, and 5 is changing to 13, so y coordinate is 8. Similarly, we can check from here also, and this is basically the same. This will be 8 and this will be 4. So if we add x value in x value, which is 10, if we will have to add 10 plus 4, so this will be 14, and 1 plus y coordinate 1 plus 8 will be 9. So we will get 14 and 9. Hopefully you understood this. We are considering these two triangles, this one and this one, and we are taking x and y change, and we found the point which is 14 and 9. We can write here which is 14 and 9, and the working part I have shown on the drawing. Hopefully you understood this. Now we can go through E part, and E part says what? E part says find the area of the triangle BCD. Now first of all we have to identify where is BCD. BCD triangle if we want to figure out. So first of all we will join B and C. So this is our B and C, this one, and BCD triangle is basically this triangle which we can figure out. This is basically the triangle for which we need to find the area. And in case of a square, we know that square of the diagonal, we will use the diagonal formula. I will write diagonal formula for you. First of all, we will be finding BC, which is the diagonal. We have B point, we have C point. This is B point and coordinates of B point. This is coordinates of C point. So we will be using B as 10 and 1 and C as 6 and 13. And I will write here B as B will be 10 and 1, and coordinates of C are 6 and 13. And now we can apply, we want BC, so BC will be length formula basically we are applying. So x2 minus x1, so we can write basically BC is what? 6 and 10. Okay, so we can write this as this will be x2 minus x1. So this will be 6 minus 10 squared plus this will be 13 minus 1 squared and under root, and we will be applying 6 minus 4, so it will be 4 squared plus this will be 12 squared under root, and we can write this as square root of 4 squared and plus 12 squared, and this is equal to 4 under root 10. So 4 under root 10 will be our BC. So BC is equal to this. And formula, we know that area of square is equal to diagonal square divided by 2. So diagonal square is 4 under root 10 square and divided by 2. We can calculate this will be answer square and divided by 2 is equal to 80. So area of this one square is 80, and area of triangle BCD will be 1 by 2 of 80, half of the square, which is equal to 40. So we'll write 40, and this is basically measurements are not given in centimeters or meters, so we can write units square. So this will be 3 marks question which we are done with. Hopefully you understood this. Now we can move to the question number 5. Question number 5, A part says Elena and Bu share 200 in the ratio x and x ratio y. An expression for the amount of money for this person receives is this much. Write down an expression for the amount of money for the other one. So this will be what? This will be basically y is received by this person, and it will be what? y over total is x plus y, and this is basically share is out of 200, so this multiply by 200, so we can rewrite it as 200y over x plus y. This will be share for that person. So one more question which is done. Now they are saying these two persons are each given an extra $50. The ratio of the total of money that each person now has is 3:1. Find the value of x over y. Now the person which is having 200x, which is Elena, so we can write Elena here, and ratio with bu we can write like this one, and for Elena it is 200x over x plus y, whereas this person is having 200y over x plus y. Both are given 50 extra, $50 extra, so plus 50 and plus 50, and a ratio we can write like this, and they are telling us that this ratio is now 3:1, so we can write equal to 3:1. Now inner product of inner and outer, we can check. This will be our inner and this will be our outer, and we can multiply. We can write 200x over x plus y plus 50, and this will be multiplied by 1 is equal to 3 into 200y over x plus y plus 50. Now we can open the brackets, and this side we can take LCM, that will be x plus y, and this will be 200x plus 50x plus 50y. Hopefully you are comfortable with the LCM in algebraic fractions. So if you are having confusion over here, it means your algebra is weak. You need to revise algebra portion, specifically simplification of algebraic fractions. Now this one we can basically take LCM on this side also, 3, and this will be x plus y, and this will be 200y plus 50x plus 50y. And again you should understand what I have done. This step, if this step is clear, it means you're fine, your algebra is good. Now we can basically cancel x plus y and x plus y on both sides, and we can multiply the bracket. We can open this bracket in next step, so it will be 200 plus 250 will be 250, so 200 plus 50 will be 250, so 250x plus 50y is equal to 3 into, this will be 200 plus 50 will be 250, so we can write 3 into 250y plus 50x. So this one we can write 250x plus 50y is equal to 750y plus 150x. Now we can shift x to the other side, so it will be 250x minus 150x is equal to 750y minus 50y. So it will be 100x is equal to 700y. So now we can divide both sides by y, basically 100y. We can divide by 100y, and cancellations, this will be cancelled, and these zeros will be cancelled, and y will be cancelled, so it will be x over y will be equal to 7. So this will be our final answer for 5-mark question which we are done. Hopefully you understood this. Now the B part says on a January each year Bruno invests 1000 in Bank A. Bank A pays simple interest at a rate of 4% per year. So simple interest formula, we know interest is equal to PRT over 100. So this will be the formula which we will be applying, and show that the total value Bruno's investment in Bank A at the end of 4 years is this much. So basically we need to find, we have this one rate, we have principal amount, P value, R value and T value, and we have to prove that this is the final amount. So we'll be replacing all these values. P is 1000 into rate is 4%, so 4, and um, each year, see, this is the twist in the question. Each year Bruno invests 1000. So first year it will be 1000, so second year it will be 2000, then 3000, then 4000. So we'll write 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. This is basically the time duration which we'll be taking. For first 1000 it will be 1, for second time it will be 2, then 3, then 4 years. So this will be basically the time duration which we have written divided by 100, which is by the formula, this one, and this one we can simplify. This will be 1000 multiplied by 4 and multiply by, otherwise we can put in brackets, so multiply by brackets 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 and bracket close, and this one will be divided by 100 and this is equal to 400. So 400 is the interest. Keep in mind we are calculating interest, so this is interest amount. So amount will be equal to principal amount plus interest, which is equal to 4000. Each year he is investing 1000. So in 4 years he has invested 4000 plus 400, so it will be 4400. Hopefully you understood this concept also. So this will be dollars 4400. This is 3 mark question which is done. Now on Jan 1st each year Bruno also invests 1000 in this one Bank B. Bank B pays compound interest at the rate of 3.5% per year. Find the total value Bruno's investment in Bank B at the end of 4 years. Now we will be using compound interest formula. A is equal to principal amount into 1 plus rate over 100 raised to the power t. But the twist in the question is that each year he's investing. Um, so it will be this value for each year, it will be changing. So it will be 1.035, which we can write like 3.5%. This is 1 plus 3.5 over 100 is basically this much amount. So I have written this as 1.035, and this will be for first year. For the second year it will be 1.035 squared, and for the third year it will be 1.035 raised to power 3, and for the fourth year it will be 1.035 raised to power 4, and this one we need to simplify, and this will be 1, not 100, it should be 1000. So it should be 1000 and multiplied by 1.035 plus 1.035 squared plus 1.035 cubed, and plus this will be 1.035 raised to the power 4 and bracket close, and this is resulting to 4362 4362 point, this will be 47. So 47, this will be basically the final answer, and this will be amount in dollars. So we can write 4362.47. This is a 3 marks question which we have done. Hopefully you understood this question. Question number 6, the Venn diagram shows the sets P, F and M. Universal set is integers from 2 to 12. So prime numbers, P is prime numbers, F is factors of 12, and M is basically multiples of 3. So list the elements of set P and elements of set F. So what we can do, we can write the P is prime numbers. So prime numbers from 2 to 12. So prime numbers we can write basically, first I will write all prime numbers here. So it will be 2, then 3, then 5, then 7 and 11. These are the prime numbers. I'm writing all in P, then we will consider. F is factors of 12. So factors of 12 are what? Starting from 2, so it will be 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. So these are the factors. Now we will check what are common in P and F. P and F, 2 and 3 are common, so we can write 2 and 3 over here, and we will remove 2 and 3 from here. So now this is the situation which we have written, and then they are saying P we can write, they are asking for P will be 2, 3, 5, 7 and 11, and F will be 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. This is 2 mark question basically we have answered. Then they are saying write each element of U in correct region of the Venn diagram. So now remaining are what? Remaining basically what we will do, remaining are M is basically, by definition, M is multiple of 3. So multiples of 3 we can write, it will be 3, 6, 9 and 12. So 3, if you see, 3 is here also and here also, so we'll shift this 3 over here and we will remove 3, and this will be 6 and 12. If you check, 6 and 12 is over here and here also. So 6 and 12 we will shift 6 here and 12 here, so we will remove from this side and this side, and these will be the situations. Now nothing is common between P and M in this region, so we will write nothing here. Now remaining are what? So if we check all the members which are included in the universal set are from 2, we can write 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So we have written 2, we have written 3, we have written 4, we have written 5, 6 also, 7 also, 8 we have not written. So this is what we have not written so far. 9 is written, 10 is also not written, 11 is written, 12 is also written. So 8 and 10 are not written, which we can write outside, and that will be part of the universal set, and this is how we can figure out, and this will be completed drawing we have done. Now they are saying list, C part, list the elements of F union M. So F union M means this whole region basically. F union M is this whole region. So this region is containing 2, 3, 4, 6, 9 and 12. So 2, 3, 4, 6, 9 and 12, and this is one mark question. Then they are saying P complement intersection M. P complement intersection M. P complement is whatever outside P. Outside P will be this whole, and intersection with M. So intersection common with M will be only this part. This part mean only this part. So basically this part and this part. M is containing this also. So we will write 6, 9 and 12. This will be our answer. So we can write 6, 9 and 12. Then next is P union F union M whole complement. So P union F union M. So I will remove the shading part first. This is basically 6 here, and now we can figure out the P union. So everything whatever included in these three regions, and complement of that will be outer region, which is containing only 8 and 10. So we can write here 8 and 10. This will be our answer. This is also 1 mark each. Now they're saying this one, find N of P intersection F, um, intersection F complement and M. So P intersection F is what? P intersection F is basically this region, and we have to take complement of this, mean excluding this rest of everything, intersection with M. So intersection with M will be which region? That will be this region. Hopefully you are comfortable with the Venn diagram questions, and now you are understanding whatever I am explaining. This is three numbers in this shaded region. So n of this mean number of, so it will be 3 will be our answer for this 1 mark question. Now question number 7, this is proportionality question. Y varies inversely as square of x. So it means what? Y varies inversely as square of x. Now y is equal to k over x squared, we can write, and they are saying y is equal to 5 when x is equal to 3. So y is equal to 5 when x is equal to 3. So 3 square. So it means k is equal to 5 into 3 squared, which is equal to 45. So our equation will become y is equal to 45 over x squared, and they are saying find y in terms of x. So this will be y is equal to 45 over x squared. This is 2 mark question which we are done. Now for the second part says find the value of x when y is equal to 20, and we will be using this equation which we found in part A. Y is equal to 45 over x squared. So y is 20 and this will be 45 over x squared, and this implies x squared is equal to 45 over 20, and x will be equal to plus minus under root of 45 over 20, and this will be equal to square root of fraction 45 over 20, and this will be equal to 3 by 2. So plus minus 3 by 2 will be our answer, or 1.5. So this will be answer for 2 marks. Now B part says y this z varies directly as square root of y. So we can write this as z varies directly as square root of y. It means z is equal to k into under root of y, and they are saying z is equal to 12 when y is equal to 9. So 12, and this is under root of 9, which we can write k is equal to basically 12 over root 9, and 12 over root 9 will be equal to 4. So this will be 4, k value will be 4. Now our equation will become, they are saying use your answer to part A1 to find z in terms of x. Now we know that we can form this equation. Z is equal to, we are replacing in this one, is equal to 4 under root of y, and y value um, in terms of x, basically we know y in terms of x is this one, so we will replace z is equal to 4, and this will be 45 over x squared, and this will be our final answer, which we can write 4 under root of 45 over x squared. This is 3 marks question which we are done. Hopefully you understood this. Question number 8. Coordinate axis is provided and f of x is given. Range is x is greater than equal to -2 and less than equal to 2. A part on the diagram, sketch the graph of y is equal to f of x. This is 2 mark question. We will sketch this graph by the help of a graphic display calculator. So I will open the graphic display calculator, this one, and f of x I have typed here 3x minus x cubed, and when we plot this, this is the sketch, and can resize it. And now for the next, we will sketch this in a while, and before sketching I will go to the b part, find the coordinates of the local maximum. So local maximum will be this point. We have taken local maximum is 1 and 2. So we can write local maximum. This is basically local maximum we require over here. So we can write 1 and 2, and this is 1 mark question. So A part sketching is still remaining. I will sketch this at the end of this question. So they're saying write on the x coordinates of the points where the curve meets the x-axis. So we require basically the x-intercepts. For x-intercepts, we can check for the intercept. So that one we can take from here. So first x-intercept will be this one, second intercept, and the third intercept. So first intercept is minus 1.73, so we can write here minus 1.73, and next is 0. We have seen that one. Next is 0, and the third one is 1.73. So we will write for the third one, which is 1.73. These are the x-intercepts which we have written. Then they are saying describe fully the single transformation that maps y is equal to f of x onto y is equal to f of x plus 1. Now this is basically the transformation, and we know this is 1 unit to the left and without changing y value, so it will be -1 and 0. We will say this is translation. So translation by this one. So this is 2 mark question which we have done. Now for the second part, before doing second part, I will go to the graphic display calculator, this one, and I will capture the screen for you, and this one we can insert over here. and this is the calculator screen which we have copied, and resize this, and this will be for our help. We can take this one, and for your reference, basically I have taken this. So now we can, to sketch this graph, we know that we can take half of this as 2. Roughly I'm taking, like for example, this will be 1, and this one also we can take as -1. So this will be 1, this will be -1, and it will be 5. So we can divide basically into uh, 5 portions. So we can take this one as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we can write 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And similarly, we can roughly divide 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So -1, -2, -3, -4, and -5, and the maximum point is at 1, which is 1 and 2. So 1 and 2 will be the maximum point over here, and the minimum point is basically -1 and -2, so that will be over here, and the sketch of the graph will be -1.7. So roughly it is passing like this one, passing through this curve, and no, it should not go beyond this point. So I will sketch in, basically it should not go above 2. So rough line I'm sketching so that we will take the reference line, so our graph will be within these lines. So now I'm sketching, so this will be like like this one up to this one. I will break the line so that we can rectify if required. Now it should pass through the origin, it will be passing through origin, and then its maximum point should be at 1. So maximum point should be at 1. So it should be from 1, this one, and this one, and from here it should go like this. So roughly this will be our sketch. So if I redraw this section as well, so it will be like this one. So this is like the rough sketch. The original graph I have shown you in this screen. You can check from here as well. Now the next section is what? Next part is this one, second part. Solve f of x is equal to f of x plus 1. So we'll again take the calculator, and we will now this is the second line which we second function which we have taken, and this will be we will take this one, and this is basically we need to solve this. Basically we require the x-intercept values, so they are saying we need to solve this one. So if we sketch this, so these will be the both curves, and we can resize and check for the intercept. So this will be intersections, and one point is this one, and second point is this one. Basically these are the two points which we have taken, -1.57. so -1.57 we can write here. Over here we can take the value -1.4457. So instead of 5 we'll write 6 up to 3 significant figures, and the second value is 0.457. So we can write 0.457. So 0.457, 6 or 4, 5, 7 up to 3 significant figures. So this is 2 mark question. Then they have given the inequality. Sol f of x is greater than equal to f of x plus 1. So f of x should be greater than f of x plus 1. So for that one, f of x is blue curve and f of x plus 1 is basically red curve, and we need to find the red curve should be lesser than that. So what I will do, I will capture the screen. After that I will take here and I will explain from the graph, and this is the screen which we have captured, and now we can basically discuss the graph from here. And we need the portion which is in red color is basically, red color is our f of x plus 1, so we require blue should be greater, and blue greater is this portion. If you check, this is greater and this section is greater, so we will be indicating range for this one. So it should be x should be less than minus 1.46, which is basically uh, this section we are writing, and our equation will be x is less than equal to minus 1.46, and the second section will be this section, which is x is greater than, x should be greater than equal to 0.457, so 0.457, and this is basically 2 marks question we have done, and I have explained you from the graphic screen which we have captured. Question number 9, circle theorem question. Diagram is not to scale. A, B, C lie on a circle. Center is O. A, P and BP. A, P and BP are tangents to the circle. A, B intersects OP at D. So this is point D. And angle OAB is x degrees. This is x degrees. A part, write on the size of angle OBP. OBP is which angle? OBP is basically this angle which we know is 90 degree. How we know? Because BP is tangent to the radius, and radius and tangent are making an angle of 90 degree. BP is tangent to the circle with center C, and OB is the radius, so radius and tangent are making an angle of 90 degree by rule, so this will be 90 degree, and this is 1 mark. Now B part, find in terms of x angle AOD. AOD is this angle which we can figure out, this one AOD. So, and we know this is 90 degree, so this will be 90 minus x, so we can write answer as 90 minus x degrees. So this will be 1 mark question. Next, second part, angle ACB. ACB is basically, ACB is this angle ACB, which is half of this complete angle. So angle at the circumference is half of the angle at the center. So half of this angle at the center is just, now we have written 90 minus x. So this angle is 90 minus x degrees, and this is half of AOB. So half of AOB will be this one. This will be also 90 minus x degrees. Hopefully you understood this also. So we will write here 90 minus x degrees. Now next, third part, angle APB. APB. APB is this angle. If we indicate this angle, So now we can consider this ABP as this is basically, if we consider the triangle, for example, we can consider this lower triangle. In the lower triangle, we we know that we know that this angle is 90 minus x degrees, and this angle OBA is 90 degree. So this remaining angle will be, this one will be x, and this will also be x. So if we add these two, this will be adding up to 2x, so it will be 2x degrees. This will be one mark question. Hopefully you understood this. Now C part says write down the mathematical name of quadrilateral AOBP. AO AOBP is which one? A O B and P is this shape which I have drawn for you, and you can see this is kite, so we can write here the name of the shape is kite. This is mathematical name. Now write down two triangles that are congruent. Two triangles that are congruent. So congruent triangles are what? We can write AOP and OA and P. OA and D. OA and D, if I write here for you, OA and D is congruent to OAP. So these two pairs we can write. So we can write this, for this answer it will be OAP, and this will be congruent to OBP, which we can write answer. This is basically one more question, no working is required, your understanding is required for that one. So second part, two triangles that are similar but not congruent. If we take this OA, basically I have written this wrong over here, this should be OAP and OAP, if I indicate, is basically OAP is this upper triangle and OBP is lower yellow shaded triangle. So OAP is congruent to OBP, and this is part 1 answer which I have indicated at the proper location also. Now two triangles that are similar. So similar can be OAD, and OAD is basically this triangle. So OAD and OAP, these are similar, and this is part second answer. So we can shift this part second answer over here. So this will be part second answer. Hopefully you understood this one. So these two are similar triangles. Next is question number 10. Question number 10, drawing is provided which is not to scale, and they're saying the diagram shows a solid made from a cylinder, a hemisphere and a cone, each with radius 4 centimeter. The cylinder has length 16, this is 16, this is radius 4 centimeter. The slant height of the cone is 12. So this is 12. Find the volume of the solid. So for volume of solid, we have three shapes. So we can apply basically formula for this one. What do you call volume of those? These formulas are already provided. So volume of cone will be equal to what? Volume of cone will be equal to 1 by 3 pi r squared h, and volume of sphere will be equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. 4 by 3 pi r cube, you can refer to the formula sheet for that one. And now we have to find the volume of cone. So volume of cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. So first of all, we will go for volume of sphere. We can find first, that is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So volume of hemisphere will be equal to 1 by 2 of the volume of sphere, which is 4 by 3 pi, and r cubed, r value is 4, so 4 cubed this one, and we can simplify, this can be cancelled, so it will be 2, so 2 over 3 pi, and 4 cubed will be 64, and this will be equal to 64 into 2. 64 multiplied by 2 will be 128, so 128 over 3 pi. This will be volume of hemisphere, which is basically this top section. Now we can check for the volume of cylinder. So volume of cylinder is what? Volume of cylinder will be equal to pi r squared h, and this one we can write here pi r squared, r is 4, so we can write 4 squared into h value is 16, so we can write here 16 multiplied by 4 squared is equal to 256, so we can write 256 pi, and this will be volume of this one. So we can take this and we can basically copy and paste here. So this will be our volume of cylinder, which we have calculated. Now two things we have calculated. Remaining one is what? Remaining one is volume of the cone. So volume of the cone, we can figure out volume of cone. For volume of cone, we will be requiring the perpendicular height, which is basically, this is the height. If I draw properly solid line, this will be the height of the cone, and this will be the radius of the uh, base of the cone. So we can find this side is 4, this is radius is 4, so we can find this h value. So h will be equal to by Pythagoras theorem, so we can write 12 squared is equal to 4 squared plus h squared. So this implies h squared is equal to 12 squared minus 4 squared, and h will be equal to square root of 12 squared minus 4 squared, which is equal to square root of 12 squared minus 4 squared. Sorry, 4 squared, this will be equal to 8 under root 2. So 8 root 2 is basically h value. So this one we can write as our proper working. So this will be our proper working, which we can show over here. So this is basically h value, height of cone. So this is perpendicular height, so h is equal to, we have calculated, this is our h value. Now we can find the volume of cone will be what? Volume of cone is basically 1 by 3, we have written over here 1 by 3 pi r square h. So volume of cone will be equal to 1 by 3 pi r square, mean 4 square, into h, which we just calculated 8 root 2, and this will be equal to, in terms of pi we will calculate, so 1 over 3 multiply by 4 squared and multiply by 8 root of 2, and this is giving us otherwise we can do one thing, we will write in terms of basically, or we can write this 60.34, so 60.34 pi. So these are basically three values. One value is this one, which is volume of hemisphere, and this is the second value, which is volume of the cylinder, and this is the third value, which is volume of the cone. We will be adding to get the total volume, which is volume of the solid. So we will write volume of solid will be equal to 128 over 3, and pi I will write outside as common, so 60.34 plus this will be 256, 256 and into pi, and this will be basically, we can calculate, this will be 128 over 3 and plus 60.34, and plus this is 256, and this is equal to 359.00. So 359 pi, and decimal value, if you want we can provide the decimal value also. So 359 pi will be equal to, decimal value will be 11,278.83 or 1127.83 will be rounded to 1128, and this will be answer, and everything is in centimeters, so this will be centimeter cube, and our answer will be 1128 centimeter cube, and this was 5-mark question which we have done. Now for the B part, it says show that the total surface area of the solid is 208 pi square. Now we require what? We require area of cylinder and area of cone, then area of sphere, which is basically hemisphere. So I will write hemisphere. So these three areas are basically required. And formula also we can write, curved surface area of cylinder will be equal to what? Cylinder area will be equal to 2 pi r into h, and these formulas are also given in the formula sheet. So pi r l, and sphere will be equal to 4 pi, sphere area will be equal to 4 pi r squared. So we will be using these formulas and we will be getting the answer. This will be 2 pi r h, so 2 pi into r into h, which is 16, and this will be equal to, we can write 2 into 4 into 16 is equal to 128, so 128 pi. And then the second one, area of the cone, pi rl, so pi into r will be 4, and l is basically the slanting height, which is 12, this one, so we'll take 12 over here, so it will be 48 pi. Now sphere, total sphere will be this one, so we'll take half of this, so half of 4 pi r squared, so r will be 4 squared, this will be cancelled, so 216 to 2 will be 32, so it will be 32 pi. So if we add all these in terms of pi, so 128 plus 48 plus 32 is resulting to 208, so 208 pi will be our answer, and this was 4-mark question which we are done. C part, they are saying a mathematically similar solid has a total surface area of 468 pi centimeter square. So this one also will have to write centimeter square. So this will be, find the radius of the cylinder in this solid. So radius we need to find. So ratio between areas we will check. One is this one, second is 208 pi. So we can write for k squared. K square will be for area. Area we are taking ratio square, so k square will be 468 pi over 208 pi, and pi will be cancelled, so we will get the ratio as 468 over 208, which is basically 468 over 208, and this is 9 by 4. So k value will be equal to root of this one. So root of answer is equal to 3 by 2. So this is k value is 3 by 2. Now the radius of the bigger will be multiplied by this k. So radius will be equal to radius will be equal to 4 multiplied by 3 by 2, which is equal to 3 by 2 multiplied by 4 is equal to 6. So this will be 6 centimeters, and 6 centimeter is the final answer. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number 11, again the diagram provided is not to scale. We can't measure anything from this triangle. So angles ACB and ACD. ACB and ACD are obtuse. So ACB is this angle and ACD is this angle. So these two angles are obtuse more than 90 and less than 180. So this will be show that AC is equal to 95.9. AC is basically this length which we have to show as 95.9 meter, correct to the nearest 0.1 meter. So we can apply cosine rule. We have these two sides and their included angle, so opposite side we can find. So cosine rule, we will write AC square will be equal to 120 squared plus 45 squared. Two sides squared we have taken, and minus 120 into 45 into cos of the angle which is 48. So 48 degrees. Now we can find AC. AC will be root of this whole thing, 120 squared plus 45 squared minus 2 into 120 into 45 into cos of 48 degrees, and we can solve this. Square root of 120 squared plus 45 squared minus 2 into 120 into 45, and cos of 48 degrees is equal to 95.908, 95.908, and we can round it to 95.9 up to 3 significant figures, right? Now this is basically what we needed to prove this one. Not degrees, this is measurement, so it is meters basically, this one. So AC is length. Now this was a 3-mark question which we have done. Cosine rule we have applied, and we have considered basically this triangle. Hopefully you understood everything. Now we can move to the B part. B part says find angle ACD. ACD is which angle? ACD is basically this angle which we have already basically figured out. This is ACD. Now to find this angle, we have calculated this side which is 95. I will write here 95.9 meters. Now we can apply sine rule. We have these two sides, this side and angle, and we can find first this angle, and we can use this side and this angle. Hopefully you are understanding. We will apply sine rule, and sine of 54 over sine of 28. So I will write here, then I will shift. So 54 over sine of 28 is equal to 95.9 over sine of angle ADC. ADC, this is our basically the sine rule equation which we have done, and we can shift it basically over here, and this is the equation which we have written, and we can shift sine ADC will be equal to 95.9 into sine of 28 and divided by, this will be divided by 54, and this is equal to, before writing this we will say angle ADC will be equal to sine inverse of 95.9 sine of 28 over 54, and this will be equal to shift sine of fraction 95.9 sine of 28 bracket close, and this will be 54, and this bracket will be closed, and this is equal to 56.48, 56.4855, 485. So we will round to three significant figures. 56 point, we are up to 2 dp we can round, so this is 2 dp. Now this is basically the angle which we were supposed to find, but they are saying angle is obtuse, we know, but this is the angle. uh, we found this one as 56.49, but this angle is not required. Angle required is ACD, so ACD will be equal to 180 minus these two angles, so we can write here angle ACD will be equal to 180 minus 28 plus this angle which is 56.49, and this will be, this is already there, so plus 28 this one, and 180 minus answer will be 95.51, so 95.51, this is the answer, 95.51, and this is 4-mark question. This is basically degrees, so we'll write degrees also. Now the next part, which is C part, is saying the area of triangle ABD is 5137 meters square. Calculate the area of BCD. So area of BCD will be what? Um, we can find basically area of ABD is provided. ABD is complete shape. ABD is the bigger triangle, which is including this whole thing, basically this one. So ABD, A is this one, B is this one, D is this one. They are saying this area is 5137, and they are asking for the area of BCD. So area of BCD is required. BCD is this triangle. So if we, this is required. So if we find area of ABC and ACD, area of these two triangles, and subtract from this total area, we will get area of this triangle BCD. This will be our strategy. We will be using this given figure, and we will be finding the area of which triangle, area of this triangle we will find, and area of this triangle we will find, and subtract from this number which is provided. So I will write here area of AC BCD. So area of triangle BCD will be equal to the given number, which is total area of the whole shape, which is 5137, minus area of one triangle, which is 1 by 2 into A B sine C, 120 into 45 sine of 48 degrees, and minus the other one, 1 by 2 into 95.9 into 54 sine of 95.5 degrees. So this will be the area, so we can shift a little because it's going out, so we can fix it. Okay, now we can find this one, 5137 basically we can calculate in one go. What is the answer? It's 4 mark question, so I will show one more step because this is 4 marks, so otherwise it's not required, but I'm just adding the step because we require some working. It's 4 marks, so to add working I'm just cancelling with 6. Basically this is not required, but I'm doing just to ensure. So 54 by 2, so 54 divided by 2 divided by 2 will be equal to 27, so this will be 27. Now we can write basically 60 into 45 is also there, so 60 into 45, 60 multiplied by 45 sine of 48 degrees, and this is giving us 2006.49, 2006.49, and minus the next one is 95.9 multiply by 27, so sine of 95.5, and your calculator should be in degree mode, you'll have to be careful. So 2577.38, 2577.38. Now we can simplify, and this will be 5137 minus 200.6.49 minus 2577.38, and this is giving us 533.13. So 533 point, it's not 553, 553. So 553.13, or we can round to 553. This will be our final answer which we can provide over here, and this is meter square which is already written. So this is done. Question number 12, solve this algebraic equation is provided, and what we can do, we can basically cross multiply, or we can basically multiply the whole equation by x. So this will be 9x is equal to 5x minus 2. So 9x minus 5x will be equal to minus 2. So 4x is equal to minus 2. This implies x is equal to minus 2 by 4, minus 2 by 4, which will be equal to minus 1 by 2, or we can write minus 0.5. This is 3-mark question which we are done. Now the next part is inequality. We can cross multiply, so this will be 3x minus 12 is less than 6, so 3x will be less than 6 plus 12, which is 18, so 3x is less than 18. This implies x is less than 18 by 3, so this will be x is less than 6. So this will be basically what we have to do. X is greater than 4 also, because x is greater than 4, because x minus 4 should be positive, so x is greater than 4. If x minus 4 is negative, then this inequality will not hold, so we have to include this also in our answer. So we will write x is greater than 4 and less than 6. So this is 3-mark question which we are done. Now B part 1, solve the equation giving your answer correct to 3 significant figures, and this is a algebraic, basically quadratic equation which they have provided. And if we check with the calculator, mode 5 3, and coefficient of x square is 2, coefficient of x is minus 5, and constant is 1, we will get the decimal value. So we will be using calculator. So I will write, we will be using basically quadratic formula. So I will write the answer which we got, 2.28, 2.28 for our reference or check, so that we should get the same answer, 0.219, 0.219. 219. These should be our answers. And now we can show the working and we will solve. So A is equal to 2, B is equal to -5, and C is equal to 1. Quadratic formula: minus B plus minus B square minus 4AC over 2A, and replace the values in brackets. So minus B will be minus this one. So plus minus B squared mean -5 squared minus 4 into A will be 2 and C will be 1 over 2A. 2A mean 2 into 2, and this one we can basically solve with the help of calculator, and this will be fraction minus -5, and we will use plus, then second time we will use minus. So in brackets -5 squared and minus 4 into 2 into 1, and this divided by 4, and this is equal to basically syntax error. We have to put multiplication symbol, and this is 2.28. So 2.28 is one answer. 2.28. The other answer is when we change sign plus to minus, and this is giving us 0.219. So 0.219, these will be the two values, 0.219. These are our two answers. Hopefully you understood this. Now for this second part, they're saying use your answers part B1 to solve this one. So we can solve this from 0 to 180 degree. How we will be solving this? We can put tan y is equal to what? Tan y is equal to basically, this is in the same format. To tan y is equal to x. So this will be 2x squared minus 5x plus 1 is equal to 0. And you can check this is the same equation which we have in part A. So solutions will be what? Solutions will be tan y is equal to x value will be 2.28, and this one, the second value will be tan y is equal to 0.219. So tan inverse y will be equal to tan inverse of 2.28, and this will be y is equal to tan inverse of 0.219. And now we can take tan inverse, and tan inverse will be what? So shift tan of 2.28, and this is giving us 66.3 degrees, and in this will be our one answer. And the second answer, which we can change this value, and this value is 0.219, and this is equal to 12.35. So 12.35 degrees and 12.35. So this is basically 2-mark question which we have done. Now this is question number 13, probability question. 2 bags each contain only blue balls and red balls. Bag 1 contains 7 blue, 3 red balls. Bag 2 contains 3 blue and 7 red balls. Maria chooses a ball at random from bag 1 and puts it into bag 2. So A part, find the probability that the ball chosen is blue. So blue is 7, so taken from bag 1, so 7 out of 10 will be the probability. Total are 10, so 7 by 10 will be the probability, and this is 1-mark question. B part, Maria now chooses a ball at random from bag 2 and puts it in bag 1. Number 1, find the probability that both balls chosen are red. So this question requires a little understanding, and it's 2 mark question. So first ball is chosen from bag A and replaced in bag 2, and we calculated the probability for blue one, which is 7 by 10, but now we are considering for the red one. So remaining probability for the first ball to be red is 3 out of, because there are 3 red balls, so this will be 3 out of 10. And this is the ball, red ball, which we have replaced, which basically Maria has replaced in bag 2. And after replacing this bag, situation in bag 2 is that now it is having 3 blue and 8 red balls. This is the situation when we are taking the second ball. Now from this situation we will be getting 8, we are having a options of probability of 8 red over total are 11, so 8 out of 11, so we'll multiply, this will be the probability for both balls to be red, and hopefully you understood this. And if we simplify, this will be 3 over 10 and multiply by 8 over 11, and this is equal to 12 over 55. So 12 over 55 is the probability which is for both to be red, and this is 2 mark question. Now for the second part, find the probability that one of the ball chosen is red and the other is blue. So we will take the both red probability, which is 12 out of 25, and basically we need to find the probability that one of the ball is chosen is red and the other one is blue. Okay, so this will be red, blue, and the other option can be blue and red. So red, blue, first option, second option also we can write blue, red. Find the probability that one of the ball chosen is red and the other is blue. So this will be 3 by 10, and for blue it will be 3 by 10. So because in first bag there are 3 red balls and in second bag there are 3 blue balls, so it will be both cases it will be 3 by, this will be 11 because we have shifted one ball to the second one, so it will be 11. Now this is basically the situation, and for this one this will be 7 by 10 into, this will be 7 over 11 because we have shifted one ball, so total is 1 added. We will add these two probabilities and that will be our answer. If we add these two probabilities, we will write 3 over 10 multiply by 3 over 11, and bracket will be closed, plus this one will be 7 over 10 multiply by 7 over 11, and bracket will be closed, and this is equal to 29 over 55. 29 over 55, this will be the final answer, 29 over 55. And this is 3 mark question which we have done. Now for the third part, they're saying find the probability that there are now exactly 7 blue balls in the bag 1. So 7 blue balls in bag 1 means that 1 minus this probability, because 1 red ball and this probability which is red and blue which we have calculated over here, this is we will be subtracting from 1 to get this, so it will be 1 minus 29 over 55, and this will be 1 minus 29 over 55, this will be equal to 26 over 55, and this one will be our final answer which we provide over here, 26 over 55. And this is 3 mark question which we are done with. Hopefully you understood each and everything, and Don't forget to subscribe the channel. Also introduce this channel to your respected teachers and recommend this channel to your classmates. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.